Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tasha. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. I hope all is well. No periodic table or alien talk tonight. We will be getting back into that though. So just stay tuned. Hope y'all been studying that periodic table too. But this is really a segment for those who are really tapped in with the creator. If you are, and I mean people who going hard with God, like doing really what they're supposed to be doing, like on the A game, like this is gonna be, I'm saying you can listen if you want, but you know the message is for those who have decided to really walk with God. All right, we are in a space where we have to be willing to start marketing, and I made sure that this was not about me, because remember I told you I get those messages and I'm like, wait, is that for me or is that for the podcast? And I'm like, hold up. And sometimes I sit on it, right? And then I don't know, because I would just keep getting a lot of different messages that'll remind me, like whether it's like the radio, I hear people having conversations. I told y'all that, right? Some stuff I sit on and I know it's just for me, but this is for the podcast, and especially because I'm not one of those like I know anything about marketing and promoting, because I suck. Okay, let me tell you, I suck at that. But honestly, I thought that it would be important for us to really have the discussion about marketing. When the creator said it, I'm like, wait, what? But yeah, we are moving into a space where we can see, right? Everything is going up. It's more expensive. So it's like, whatever it is that you have, that the creator has gifted you with, you could probably remember people not liking you your whole life, right? Ever since you was a kid. And you could probably even remember now, whenever, however it goes for you. If you are walking with God, people don't really like you like that, or like that. Like, you might be likable, but you know, it just is what it is. You have something that is usually attached, right, to, it's like an announcement. It's something that comes up and it manifests in a physical form, depending on your energy, whatever it is, right? It could be your looks, it could be money, it could be your intelligence, it could be, you know, just your overall aura, just you, right? This is going to be the areas where you're going to be expanding, right? These are areas where people have usually or really likely like attacked you, right? This is where the warfare comes through the most. This particular physical thing that is like one of the main manifestations of the creator and his relationship and his displaying that, right? Now, when you get into the real world, and I'm air quoting when I say that, when you get into the real world, you have a particular persona, but is God pushing you into that area? Like, are you happy? You know, are you fulfilled? Do you feel like this is something that you know without a shadow of a doubt that the creator is wanting you to be doing? And we talked about that, right? We hinted on that before. But it's very important for you to make sure that those areas are now being mastered, because it's not even about making room. It's just that is your foundation, and it's time to expand. You're expanding, so you're going to be moving into a space where you're kind of like a little bit more accessible to certain people, or to like a higher upper echelon, like moving up in a tax bracket, making sure, you got certain things in order would be crucial to your growth, okay? And this is more internal. So it's kind of like you have to check yourself, like really do a real, just survey of yourself from your crown to your soul. Really like, how am I thinking? How am I responding to things? What makes me laugh? What is offensive to me? What foods do I feel like I want to eat? Why do I want to eat those foods? What do those foods do to the body? Like really on a genetic level, that might explain my mood. Or this just breaks down my DNA, my genetic sequence. What's going on in my heart? What's going on in my knees? What's going on, like the physical self, the emotional self, the mental, like really do a scan on your financial self, like literally your social self. Go through all of the layers of you and really figure out who you are and put all of those people into one big pot and make sure that they're healed and make sure that they're okay with the core of you. Because the things that and we know this, right? We know we have to protect our energy. We talked about the vampires. They are grounding, hustling, bustling real hard right now to get us and the rest of our energy, because this is the rest of the life. They don't have no more life left. Like we talked about that, right? Talked about that. This is, and the window is open, okay? And I have kids up above me, so yeah, it is what it is. The rain is beautiful, and I have the window open. I'm sitting right outside, so you might hear that in the background, but this is important for us to be mindful of. And this is a part of the gift, right? This is the area where you get attacked. This is the area where the attacks come through. But this is also the area where God is going to bless you, because this is where he pronounces himself through you, right? Just because a person is beautiful doesn't mean that they're not blessed by God, right? Just because people have money doesn't mean that they're not blessed by God, right? So people will attack you through those. The way that he blesses you is where the attack comes. And this is where he will hold the fort down. This is where you have to be strongest. This is where you have to hold the most faith. And I'm not saying be vain. I'm not saying be greedy and be a gold digger. I'm saying have the understanding that this is a blessing from God, and really tune into that and really nurture it, because that area is going to be enriched, whatever it is. So if you're beautiful now, you about to be looking pretty as hell. Like if you got money now, you about to be fucking, excuse my French, I don't know where the money's gonna come from. If you smart as hell, you about to just start feeling yourself absorbing more information, and it's gonna come out of nowhere. If you could fight real good, you about to be like, you feel me? Whatever it is that God has pronounced himself through you, it's going to be enlarged, okay? It's going to grow. And you need to pray over that area. You need to build all of the relationships of who you are need to be in line with that thing. Every layer and version of you, if you're a parent, if you're a sibling, if you're a great grandma, if you're a CEO, if you're a teacher, it doesn't matter. Whatever you do in your career field needs to be in alignment with that area. This is crucial because there is this shift that we just came into that everybody's been talking about, right? It's happening, and it's rapidly. I know y'all are seeing how freaking fast time is just going, right? And we can't do anything about it. So I really think we are we're miscalculating and we're underestimating the value of the time that we are living in. It's a very, very, very specific and rare time, and we need to be taking advantage of that. If you're like me, you're just soaking it in, and you're going to, I do what I do. I transmute, and I make my shit go to my DNA. Like, it don't even have to be about me right now. Everything connected to me is going to benefit off of whatever it is that I'm doing. But it's important, y'all. You need to be making sure you can market whatever it is that God is. And like I said, this is not for me. I had to make sure, because I don't do that. It's not my area. This is a time to be had, y'all. For real. It's a time to be had. And it's a very beautiful frequency that we are in, that we've stepped into. We can't even be low vibrational in this. Like, you're being forced to stare your ugly down. You're being forced to shed certain versions of you to even exist, right? How is that, right? That's just God speaking to you, letting you know that you have to raise your vibration. And this is on every level. You can't allow your old self, and this is what I had to learn too. Your old self is a version that can't exist here. It's just that simple. When you get to the point where you know how to market, because it's easy to hire a team, it's easy to hire people, you have to get in your thinking chair, with your thinking cap on, and learn ways to market yourself, market your gifts. Get yourself in a space where you can make money off of you. And that was for me, all right? I know how to separate the messages. But no, for real, if you are really, without a shadow of a doubt, know that you have been spiritually attacked, delayed, held up, because you are purposely walking with God, this was a message for you. You get it if you get it. Anybody else, I don't mind if you listen, but the time is really now, and we had talked about this before, but your frequency needs to be marketable. So that means whatever it is that we're doing needs to be in a certain frequency. If you consider yourself a chosen one, if you feel like you are literally and deliberately doing what God wants you to do, and I fall short, we all fall short, right? I'm not doing half the stuff that I could be doing to make my situation better, but I'm human, right? But I'm saying, for those who are really, really in alignment, this is your message. If you are doing every single thing that God has told you to do. That's how I know it wasn't for me, child, because I'm still messing up a little bit. All right, this is for those who's really, really walking in their obedience. Okay, your defenses have to be up, and protect your blessing, because it's time to put that baby in like a bottle on the shelf and package it up and use your energy. Start making money off your own energy, alright? Because it's wild out here. Start making money off your own energy. That's just the bottom line, alright? But I'm gonna end it here. I love y'all. Drink your water, eat your fruit and vegetables, and sip your own tea. Love you.